We have an exclusive on WWE signing some major international talent, plus an exclusive on WWE's creative plans within AAA, and a backstage update on a major Raw star injury. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. So since the Triple H era began, we've seen WWE taking more interest than ever in the international markets, in particular around Europe, where we have Clash in Paris coming up. There's a major tour that's tickets about to go on sale for as well. Always conversations about WrestleMania coming to the UK with the mayor holding up that teeny tiny WWE
we just need
title.
Sadiq Khan to put his hands into his pockets and spend some of the taxpayers' money on WrestleMania.
That's exactly what we need. But with all these conversations, of course, comes an interest in talent from the international waters as well. And here at Cultaholic, we have an exclusive for you on some of those.
Yes, WWE are signing international stars Egil Blank and Mike DiVecchio. They're apparently expected to start with the company in September.
The Belgian War Machine, Mike D. Right, this guy is something really special. He's carved out a name for himself as European champion in WXW. Built like Brock Lesnar, but flies like Rey Mysterio.
It's quite a nice combination to have, really, isn't it?
It is an incredible conversation. He's made a name for himself doing stuff in Rev Pro recently, as well as Progress in the UK. Wrestled on TNA's last tour of the UK. Recently been part of All Japan's Champion Carnival tour. Follow him on Twitter. He had his birthday over there recently, and he celebrated a birthday in Japan away from all his friends and his family and stuff. He said, I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Delightful.
It is. Tell us a bit about Egil Blanc.
The White Eagle, some like to call him, comes from France, which is obviously topical because the WWE are heading over to France for August the 31st. So they are for the Clash in Paris. He primarily worked for WXW in Germany, as in his country as well. Blanc has also competed for GCW, Rev Pro, North, and OTT. Over this way in the world, he's also competed in prestigious European tournaments such as the WXW 16 Karat, the NXT, the NCL Cup,
Might be.
and the Progress Super Strong Style 16.
He is another guy that is just a force. When he turned up and did North's NCL Cup, just immediately captured everybody's imagination. Just has an energy and an aura that I could see settling into NXT quite well.
That's a high place to say it would settle, Tom.
Just saying that
Only
he
the
could-
best thrive in NXT, as we all know.
As you know, sir. If he can avoid a fight in the NXT car park, he'll be laughing. And you mentioned it there, rightly so. France will be hosting Clash in Paris. Be weird if they didn't, which is coming up in August. There'll be a SmackDown and a Raw either side. And with these guys, as you say, due to start in September, maybe we see Egil Blanc landing there a day or two early.
It gives you vibes of when Axiom fought Gunter in Spain that time they were over there recently. Obviously, Ludwig Kaiser has had singles match outings where maybe he wouldn't have done when obviously the WWE have been over in Germany. I know that's a weird thing to say now, but this is going back in time a little bit. So I guess there is scope for a little debut there for Egil Blanc.
Now, speaking of Spain there, Fightful Select giving another name that's been signed to WWE from the international market. Corey Brennan learning that Zazoya from Spain, following his performance at the WWE tryout in the UK recently, along with Mike D and along with Blanc, are very much intrigued. He says that WWE are currently pursuing him. Those that we spoke to close to Zazoya mentioned he is finishing up university in June of this year. It is believed by sources that we spoke to that any talent signed from the tryout will begin with WWE by September. Zazoya not 100% confirmed to be signed, but it's looking like it's going to go that way.
They're building a League of Nations now, huh?
They certainly are building a League of Nations in WWE. Zazoya is electrifying. If you see him on a card, do so. And also, if you want to find out what he's about, I know sometimes it's quite difficult to really get to see these guys at their very best. Rev Pro recently had a match with Leon Slater and Zazoya. It was an Iron Man match, and it was fantastic.
I'll take your word for it, Tom.
Yes. If you have an hour free, I know how busy you are. If you have an hour free, it's worth a check out. Lots of movement on the international market for WWE, including another Cultaholic exclusive regarding their plans for AAA.
Apparently, WWE have signed Moody Jack Melendez to be a part of the AAA creative team. Melendez reportedly signed a contract with the WWE earlier this week. Who the hell is this, Thomas?
So Moody Jack, he's a commentator. He's a voice of choice for TNA Wrestling in the Spanish market, having had multiple stints with the company stretching back to 2004. He previously worked for AAA, helping with booking and production. He's previously assisted with booking in Puerto Rico for WWC and IWA Puerto Rico as well. He's very, if you've watched any TNA action over the last few years overseas, you'll have heard Moody Jack Melendez. Also, I'm told that he was a real integral part in the creation of the Latin American exchange of LAX. So he's a real great name to have on board. Now, other names already part of that creative team that WWE are sort of assembling and overseeing include Conan and Jeremy Borash. Conan has long time been a booker for AAA. Not surprised that he's staying there. Borash brought in as a WWE representative. So we've got Borash there, we've got Conan there, and as we're reporting exclusively now, the addition of Moody Jack Melendez as well. This is WWE like really making sure they've got their kind of people keeping a hold on AAA, and obviously Conan as well, who knows the legacy of that promotion so well.
Be interested to go inside that boardroom, so to speak, and see what Conan's say would be like.
Yeah,
feels like you might be outnumbered here a little bit now.
It's almost like WWE like it that way. Nah, the return of Melendez to AAA just comes just a few weeks after WWE announced the acquisition of the company. We're going to see WWE's intentions for AAA come to the fore next month at Worlds Collide. This will be the first event that they have run alongside AAA. It's June the 7th. No one's been announced yet, but On Location have confirmed there will be meet and greet packages during that weekend for Rey Fenix, El Hijo del Vikingo, Pagano, and Psycho Clown.
Ooh. So if they're not on the show, we're asking questions.
There we are.
Basically.
Also, the new La Parka has also been featured in some of the advertising as well. I love the new La Parka.
I hope they keep his music.
Yeah.
They might not be able to.
Yeah, we could do with Jimmy Hart to put together one of those classic WCW style, this isn't the music that you know, but it might be the music that you know, like he did with Smells Like Teen Spirit that time for Diamond Dallas Page. That might be what it is. Let's go to Raw from Monday, get you an update on last night's episode. Of course, tough night for Zoe Stark.
Yeah, that drop kick off the ropes went a little bit wrong. She was going for a sort of a super kick. Obviously, the landing foot goes the wrong way. The knee bends, carried out up the entranceway, which is heartbreaking to see. The screams, I didn't realize watching it back this morning how loud the screams are. So obviously, wishing her all the very best. But we do have some backstage news, I guess, from the match itself from WOR.
Yeah, and it was something that you and I speculated this morning that turned out to be the case. So the match itself went from a triple threat to a singles contest with Rhea Ripley beating Kairi Sane. Wrestling Observer Radio reporting the plan actually, as we sort of figured, wasn't for Kairi Sane to be pinned in her return match. Stark's injury basically forced people's arms. Meltzer adding they had no choice. They had to do what they had to do. Rhea Ripley was winning. Kairi was coming back. No Zoe Stark. Kairi's got to take the pin.
Yeah, and Meltzer also notes it is indeed the same knee that Zoe Stark had an injury with. She tore the ACL, MCL, and meniscus back in 2021, and that was the same knee that she injured last night as well. So that is a double whammy.
As a time of recording, the severity of this injury is not yet known, but not only based on her reaction as the injury occurred, but the fact that it's the same injury place of the ACL, the MCL, and meniscus rehab that she's had only a couple of years back. I'm really just gutted.
Yeah, it's rotten luck, isn't it?
It is rotten, and we send nothing but our love to Zoe Stark for a full and speedy recovery. You got to hold and give, but at the right time.
Live at 4 p.m. BST, which might be after this video goes live. So check the Hold and Give YouTube channel as and when you can do.
He might be over there right now, kicking all the footing balls all around the place.
Yes.
For the very latest wrestling news at any time, though, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.